Okay, and so now we're going to attach it to the base. Oops. So we'll just do a little felting here and there. We've done our felting underneath to make it pretty solid. So now we're going to take the head and we're going to attach it right onto the neck, like that. So still using our burgundy needle, we're going to go right into, around the neck base and start poking around the base to attach to the base, head to the base. I love unicorns. I've made like more like wire armature unicorns, like trotting legs and everything, and feathered wings. I'm in a group with some ladies that, on Facebook that, we just love unicorns. And unicorns are a very magical animal. They're a magical totem. And they represent creativity and fantasy. And they also represent, my research just, really going for it with your creativity and giving it your all. So that's what we're doing. We're going to have fun here, and we're going to give it our all, and we're going to make an awesome little project. Okay, so we've got our head attached. Okay, and I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to go straight in, and I'm going to felt from inside that hole. Okay, and really make sure that my head is attached to my neck. Okay, so it's pretty good. It's a little wobbly still, but we'll just give it a few more pokes, and then I'm gonna maybe take the neck a little bit under the jaw there. Just, narrow in the neck a little bit so it's not too fat underneath. You can do that just by poking straight in. Okay, and then, there's that seam around where the two pieces have joined together. So we're going to take some wool, some more core wool, and just lay it along that little seam. And give that some felting. And that will join them together. When we're done that, we're going to start adding some color and some ears and eyes and horn. The great thing about videos is you can pause them, when you're learning something online. If it's a recorded video, you can just pause it and, have a sip of coffee. Because sometimes these projects, you'll have to put in a bit more time, with the layers than I can do with you, like in the time that this video takes, because I'm already like over 20 minutes in. So yeah, so I'm doing good though. I think we're doing great. So yeah, just felting around that seam, making sure I'm going all the way around where the head attaches. And if it's not doing what you want it to do, just take a little bit more wool. Here. just add it. It's like I've got a little kind of a chunky zone in there that's just not quite smooth. There's kind of a hole, so I'm going to fill that in with some wool and just gently felt it in. There we go. There. So this is what we have so far. He's cute. Okay, so this is our phase 1. You guys have done very well. I hope everyone's enjoying themselves. Okay, so now we're going to think about what to do next. I think the next thing we need to do is give this unicorn some ears. So ears can be done in different ways. You want to have a like pointy triangle for your ears, and you know they might come out a bit rounded on top like this guy, and that's okay. But I'll just show you a little technique I use to make things pointy. So we don't need a lot of wool for the ears. So my ears are, I think my ears are going to be about this long. So I'm going to measure, like, okay, that's how long I want them. So I'm going to put that much down, and I'm going to go straight down the middle of my fluff, maybe a couple times. Then I'm going to pull it up, and it's a little bit felted in the middle, and then I'm going to fold the middle down, like inward, felt that. And then I'm going to use that felting, I'm going to leave it on the foam, then I'm going to use that line to fold over the other side, and then felt that down. And you might have to, you know, pull down some stuff from the top if it's too big, you know. And I mean, I've watched other felting videos where people say, oh, your ears are always going to be too big. And so far that's been kind of true for me. But it always seems to work out. So, okay, so here we go. So here's one. So I just felted down the middle, fold once, felt, fold twice, felt again, felt around, pulled it up, flipped it over, and like here we have, actually this ear is I'm quite happy with this ear. Look at that. It's curved, it's cute, it's pointy. Sweet. So let's make another one. So I'm going to keep that one close by so that they're the same size, relatively. So here we go. So kind of holding that next there. I'm going straight down through the middle a couple times, pulling it up. Now I'm going to fold it once, felt. Then I'm going to leave it down, and I'm going to fold the other side over, down the other side, and then in the middle, and then kind of felting the tip a little bit, and then pull it up. And this one is also kind of cute. I love ears. Okay, so now I've got 2 ears. I was saying about how sometimes your ears can be too round, like say if you're making a kitty or something like that, you want to have pointy ears. What I do is I'm really careful because, you know, we've all poked ourselves many times with felting needles, so it's so painful. I just take my fingers on the, see I've got them on the tip of the ear, and so I just do that. I put it down on the foam, and I have my fingers so that they're pinched together like that. And then I felt in between my fingers, just gently squeezing, and that gives me more of a pointed tip on my ear. So, yeah. Okay, so now we've got 2. We're going to put it on this guy. And so placing the ears, yeah, it's You know, you don't want them too far forward on the head. You don't want them too far back. Just do your best. And the great thing about felting is that if you're not happy with it, you can pull them off and move them, which is the thing that I forgot to emphasize, is that, you know, the beautiful thing about felting is that, you know, there are very few mistakes you can make because you can just do it over again. You can pull off, like if I didn't like the eyes on this one, I could just tease them off with my needle and make them again. So it's the best for people who, you know, maybe have a little issue with, you know, being perfect at everything. So yeah, it's okay to make mistakes. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to curl. So this is the top. I'm going to curl the bottom together like that, pinch it together, and just felt it a little bit. I'll just show you. So holding the end, the bottom part of the ear, like that. And that's how you kind of decide how tall your ears are going to be as well. And so just felting them together, flipping them over, felting the other side. And then just leaving this fluff at the bottom because that's how we're going to attach it to the head. So I'm going to take my other ear and do the same thing. I'm going to curl it, bring those two ends in together like that, and then just felt, so that they are kind of held together and there's a little bit of fluff. Oh, mine didn't quite hold together then. Let's felt it a little bit more. Okay, and then we've got our fluff at the bottom. And so this is where we can attach our little ears. So that looks kind of cute. So I'm gonna just, I'll just put this one down. I'm gonna just tack this one on here first so that I've got my placement where I want them. And then this one, same thing. And I'm gonna turn my project as well to see that they're, you know, in the place where I want them on the head before I go and felt them on there. Are you guys having fun? I hope so. Felting birthday party sounds like a good time to me. If I could get my friends to felt with me on my birthday, I'd be thrilled. Ideas. The wheels are turning. Okay. So now our ears are attached, and you can do the same thing that you did with the head, attaching the head. You can take a little bit of loose felt and go on the back of the ears and just lay it down against the back of the ear and the head so that you felt over that seam where you've attached them. And when I say seam, I just mean, you know, where you can see a line. So that's the back of that ear, and then I'm going to do the front of that ear a little bit too. I'm going to take a little bit more. I'm just going to go really just right next to right on the front of it, and just go around the outside and just really make sure that my ear is on this unicorn. Okay, and here's another ear over here I'm going to do. So I just put my felt up against the ear like that, and I'm using my needle just like magic. Okay, so now we've got our ears attached. And this is what it looks like so far.